והנה כך הוא בעניין המשך הסור אין סוף ברוך הוא מלמעלה למטה. And here, so that's the concept of drawing down the infinite light from above to below. Israel be'esek HaTorah. It's through Israel in the study of Torah, Shi Chachmaso v'Ratzono Yisbarich, that the Torah is His will and wisdom may be blessed. B'Taryag mitzvos deoraisa v'zayin derabanan, in 613 mitzvos of the Torah, and 7 from the rabbis, Shem Tarach, which are 620, Begematria Keser, the same number, numerical value as Keser, the crown, Shehein Heim Bechinas Keser Elyon, that they are the mitzvos that are the concept of the supernal crown, Bechinas Koseres Umakif Shelamayla Maila Me Bechinas Seder Haishtal Shalus, this encompassing, crowning concept that's far, far above the order of the gradation, the gradative process of creation. Misham Mamshichim Yisrael Ha'aras Orein Zov Baruch Hu Asoviv Kol Alamin. And from there, Yisrael draws out the glimmer of the infinite light, maybe less, that encompasses all the worlds. And this is why, after we say that you should love with all your hearts, from below to above, we say that these things should be, that I'm commanding you today. What does that mean? That these things should be that I'm commanding you today. That you're drawing out these things. Mamer, from the concept of Hashem's essence, truly, from above to below, and so forth, that it should not cover and should not hide. So that's Asher Anochi Mitzavcha. V'Malachim Mekabli Mehem Hamshachas HaTorah, and the Malachim receive from them the drawing out of the Torah, and Himshech Bagan Eden, that's drawn into the Garden of Eden, into the higher worlds, like it says, the ones who sit in the garden, the the friends, the Malachim, are listening to the voice of the Torah. And so forth. So too, not just the Hamshacha of the Torah in Gan Eden, but also in the study of Torah in this world, Amru Razal, Al Yesh Me'achachamim Agadolim Shenitzkavtzu Malachi Ashares Kibimazmute Chasen Vekalachulu. Our sages said that there are those from the great sages that in order to hear their Torah, the ministering angels gather to by a procession of the Chasen and Kala and so forth. V'nimsa she'ashpas ha'malachim Yisrael hibein milamata l'mayla ubein milamayla l'mata. So it's found then that the flow that goes to the malachim from Yisrael, it's both from below to above and from above to below. So you have the Torah from above into Gan Eden, that's from above to below, and you have the Torah from below that people study in this world, that goes from below to above. So those are the two sag of the word sus that he brought before, that it goes in both directions. That's the Giloi to the Malachim that they should say Kadosh. And this is the concept of that the Malachim on the Sulam go up and go down. Lecha Mahalchim. And that's this pasuk that it says, I will give you travelers. Beizmine Hiluch. Two types of travel. So Mehalchim is in the plural, that the Malachim on their own stand still, but through the Avodah of Yisrael, there's Mehalchim, two types of Hiluch. Memata Lamaila, Milamaila Lamata, from below to above and from above to below. Valderech Ze Yuvan Mashikas, B'makomach B'bil, Al Pimachatzis Shekel. And similarly, you can understand what's brought in another place in the explanation on the half shekel of Zelashona. Hine Yidua, the Tiferes, the Imanasa Keser Lezah. Now it's known that Tiferes of the mother of Bina becomes the crown or Keser of Ziranpin. The Keser Zenasa Bekoach HaChesed HaShlishi. Mehei Chasadim. And this crown is from the strength of the third kindness of the five kindnesses. Hainu chesed shebitiferes deziranpin. That is, if each one of the midos has one of the is connected and has one of the five kindnesses, so the third kindness corresponds with tiferes of ziranpin. Amischalik chetzio lamayla. That the Tiferes of Ziranpin divides into two. The first goes upwards. The top, so to speak, the top half goes above, is there to draw down the crown, and half of the Tiferes goes downwards or to the back side, so to speak, for the purpose of the nukva. Visham b'mekom ha'mekabeles shefa tahara me'achesed hahu ad kan l'shono. And there in its place, I guess either the nukva or the tiferes itself, I guess, it receives the flow and purity from that chesed, from that third chesed. And that's the end quote. So that's the concept of the half shekel, that tiferes, the chesed, shlishi goes to tiferes to divide it into two concepts, the half shekels. So if it's for the nukva, so half shekel is for the neshamas Yisrael. Ad kan lashon Mishnas Chasidim. That's how the Mishnas Chasidim describe this. Ubeprietz Chaim shar Chag HaShavuos, and also in Prietz Chaim about the holiday of Shavuos, which is a concept of Amshachas Tiferes, the Keser Torah, which is similar to what we're talking about here. The concept of drawing down Torah from above to below, and from below to above. And there's the concept of the two halves of the shekel. One half of the shekel, so to speak, is drawn down to the crown, to the keser of nukva, of the feminine aspect, who isirusa de le'ela le'orer isirusa de le'sata. So that's drawing down from above to awaken the arousal from below. Ki keser de nukva hu haratzon hapashut b'chol me'odecha. Because what's this crown of the feminine aspect? That's the simple will with all of one's might. That's the keser, the highest will and desire of neshamus below. V'shiyum shach betul zeh zehu al yedei hachesed anal, and in order to draw down in this state of nullification, this keser, this bittul ratzon, this is through this kindness, the third kindness of the chesadim, chesed anal sheshosho me'arich anpin. That's the source of this chesed is from arich. So the ratzon of nukva comes from the ratzon of arich, of keser elyon. That's higher than all the spheros. V'zeu ke'inyan lezos yikare isha ki mi'ish luko chazos. So because it says that this we will call an eish hay, lezos yikare eish hay. This we'll call the fire of hay, because this is taken from the man in Bechinas eish yud, from the eish yud. So the eish hay comes from the eish yud. The isha comes from is taken from the ish. So here you have this concept of we're talking about the ratzon of nukva that comes from the ratzon of arich. So I guess that's the eish hay that comes from the eish yud. So you have the shem yud k. The hay comes from the yud. I'm not sure how this concept corresponds with the fire, though. Like it's brought in the Mamer about tzitzis. And this is what it's brought here, that to draw this down, it's through saying holy, that Tiferet goes up to Chachma. Because that's what this coin is called. It's called the holy coin, the holy shekel, shekel hakodesh. And when chachma is drawn downwards, it's called kadosh, holy with a vav, to draw it down. And half of this kindness that's drawn down to the crown of Zah, to keser of Zah, this is drawing down through Torah and Gemilus Chasadim. Ohr Yashar, and that's called the straight light coming from above to below. And the half of this coin, so to speak, that's drawn down to Nukva, that's the concept of the reflected light. That its purpose is to be an elevation from below to above. And there's also the concept of I will place the kadkod stone as your windows. So the word kadkod is made out of two times kad shlish of ein beis. The letters kad, the gematria 24 is 1/3 of 72. Shu chesed, that the av is gematria chesed, so 1/3 of the chesed. Fugam ken inyan kadein ukadein, but it's also the concept of like this one and like that one, like Tzadik Elyon Yosef and the Tzadik Tachton Binyamin, like this and like that, Shoham and Yashve, so that you have both from above to below and from below to above. That's the concept of kadkod. That in the Chad Amar Shoham, Chad Amar Yashve. What's this kadkod? And in Lasi Lavu it'll be Kadein Ukadein, and it'll be both like Yosef and like Binyamin, both Shoham and Yashve. So it's again a concept of both from above to below and below to above. V'samti kadkod bein ha'omdim And to continue the explanation, so we explained Mehalchim. Now, what's in between and amongst the standards, those that are standing? Perush bipnimius ha'omdim. That is to say, in the inner concept, in the inner concept of those that are standing, and to go into the insides of the standing ones, him ha'malachim, hamshacha, and the pnimius of the malachim. To draw down this concept of traveling, of the giloy of the Torah, inside the malachim, bin memata lamayla, ubein melamayla lamata, whether it's from below to above, or whether it's from above to below. Kitzer, shekamo kein amshacha shal yidei Torah mitzvos. That's so too the concept of drawing down. That's through the Torah and mitzvos. Tarach amudei or, these 620 pillars of light, nimshach yidei Israel, are drawn through Israel. V'malachim mekablim gamkein me'amshach hazu. And the malachim also receive from this drawing down. Chaveri makshivim, that your friends are listening. Lecha, to the voice of Torah of Yisrael. Mahalchim, and this is the concept of the travelers. Beis mini hiluch, in the plural, that's two kinds of travel. Bein ha'omdim, and what does it mean amongst the standards? Bein ha'omdim, amongst them, meaning bipnimiyus ha'omdim, in the inner concept, inside of the standards, to make them into travelers. Mehalchim bin ha'omdim.